This is verse 25 of the 17th chapter, Gospel of Matthew. Peter has just been asked by the temple authorities whether his master pays the tribute, the voluntary tax really that was imposed on 20-year-old Jewish men or older with respect to certain costs associated with the temple. These were not enforced by Rome. These were strictly Jewish taxes, and they weren't actually enforced, but it was commonly understood that this tax would be paid. And Peter, of course, probably still reeling a little bit from Jesus' predictions of the things that were awaiting him in Jerusalem, is probably trying to protect Jesus, and so he gives a ready answer of yes, and then Jesus will intercept him a little later. So we have that description here. So lege, third person singular, present active indicative of lego, I say. He says nai, the word for yes, he says yes. Kai elthonta, and having come. So this is the aorist participle. It's accusative because it's referring to Peter, who's going to be a direct object a little bit later. So having come, ace, into tain oikion, into the house, pro efthosen auton. So here we have the accusative for Peter, and that's why the participle is in the accusative here. So having come into the house, this word means to, actually literally means to prevent, like to cut someone off in something that they are intending to do. It's usually translated something like spoke to him first, but that's not really strictly it. It's like Jesus intercepted him. I don't know what Peter was going to do, if he was going to go find the temple tax and pay it on his own or some such thing, but anyway, Jesus intercepts him. He wasn't privy to the conversation, but of course supernaturally knows the conversation, and that's going to become the basis for this question that he puts to him. So Peter, having come into the house, Jesus here, O Jesus, the subject of the verb, intercepts him, legon, saying, te what soy, with respect to you, doke, do you think? So what do you think is the idea. So what's in your mind, Simone? Then this rather Socratic question is put to him, hoi, the article, masculine, plural, nominative, hoi basileis, the kings, tes geis, of the earth, the kings of the world, these worldly kings. Apo, preposition, takes the genitive, from whom, definite pronoun here, from whom, lambonusen, this is the word lambono, to take or to receive, third person plural, present active indicative, from whom do the kings of the earth receive, tele, custom, or kain son is the word here in the nominative, kain sos, or tribute. So from whom do they receive customs or tributes, tax money, even extending to this temple tax? From whom do they receive it? And then Jesus gives him an alternative choice, apo, from ton huion, from the sons auton of them, a, conjunction, or, apo, ton allotrion. This is a word sometimes rendered strangers. It's not quite as strong as the word from which we get the word xenophobe, something like that, a true foreigner, but rather people that are strangers to the family. So certainly citizens of the nation, but nevertheless strangers to the immediate ruling family. And the question is, from whom do kings collect these tolls or tributes, that kind of thing? And of course Peter's going to give the expected answer. And Jesus will use that as a teaching opportunity with respect to his own station, and yet at the same time his unwillingness to give undue offense. And by that means the temple tax will be paid.